Here's a good look, my people, at the final Falcon Winter Soldier trailer before it drops this coming Thursday.
The world is upside down. People need something to get behind. They need the symbol.
Superheroes cannot be allowed to exist. I have no intention to leave my work unfinished.
Sweet Jesus. I mean, how old are you?
So what's our plan? So no plan. Hey. Great.
Might be a part of the big three.
What big three?
Androids, aliens, and wizards.
That's not a thing.
That's definitely a thing.
No, it's not. There are no wizards.
Doctor Strange
Is a sorcerer.
A sorcerer is a wizard without a hat.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be what some of you wanted the very first part of WandaVision to be. Our big homie E-Man has already seen the first episode, and he's giving it a 9 out of 10. Action, drama, even the comic relief, like what we just seen, was perfectly timed the way you would see it on the Marvel big screen. He's saying this feels like the big screen has come to your home from Disney Plus. But this is the one that we all was excited for in the first place. And one of the main villains in this thing is Zemo. Now, some of you guys might be saying, Zemo, we supposed to be excited about Zemo?
Isn't that a malt liquor drink from back in the day, kind of like a wine cooler?
Hell, I don't know.
No, that was Zemo. My bad.
Let me tell you guys. Yes, in certain comics and cartoons, he's been pretty. He's not been all that great of a villain. But I trust Marvel. They have taken people in the past that I thought, why do I want to see him on the screen? And they made him big time. For example, the Winter Soldier. I didn't care to see Captain America go against the Winter Soldier, but guess what? That wound up being one of my top 5 best Marvel movies that they've done. Winter Soldier was a damn good movie. And actually getting to see Anthony Mackie be a black lead, because this is his lead, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make no mistake. This is his lead. He didn't even have to audition for the role. They said, this is your lead. This is you. We hand the torch to you. I'm excited for it. I think we can finally get a chance to see what can Anthony Mackie do in something that's got a lot of money behind him. Good cast, good script. This is going to be good. Larry, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's in this scenario where you're really trying to move up a couple of people that have been sort of, I don't want to call them sidekicks, but kind of sidekicks, second tier heroes in some respect. When you start moving them up to the front of the line, I think it's important to not give them a villain that's too, I don't want to say too popular, I guess, because
what you're trying to say is you don't want to give you definitely don't want to give a cosmic threat. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, you want to keep all the attention on Falcon and Winter Soldier, so that as the story goes on and people see them, they learn about them, they're more familiar with them, they're not so focused on the villain. I think that was sort of what they did with Wanda.
Well, I think you do want a compelling villain because
no No doubt.
Because we was compelled by Agatha. But the thing is, Agatha by herself is not really a match for Wanda. And here, and I would say that their power sets were close, but we know Wanda could whip her ass. And that's how it is with Zemo. Zemo doesn't really do anything special. He's kind of like Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, he uses his technology, he uses his conniving, his cunning to get what he wants. And it's going to be interesting because he has connections with Hydra. So we know we're going to be seeing probably Hydra. I think Crossbones is supposed to be in this thing. We're going to get a lot of those undercard players in this thing. And with the way Marvel does their scripts, I don't see anything bad coming from this, Larry. We're going to be in for a ride.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I guess my thing is I want to see a compelling story. I don't really care about. I mean, I do care about the villain. I don't want it to be a non-compelling villain, but I just want it to be a compelling story. I'm okay with whatever villain I guess they give us in some respects. I mean, sort of like with WandaVision, I was a little disappointed we didn't get someone more with than Agnes, Agatha Harkness. But I mean, in all due respect, if this were a second season of Wanda, then I would say give us a bigger villain. But Wanda didn't really know what she was doing yet. She didn't have control of her powers. So I think the way they did it the last time was a good setup. And maybe this villain who's not like a super duper badass, he's not some, like you said, a cosmic threat. He's not a Thanos or something. He's a good starter villain. You know?
Yeah. Well, he was already in Civil War. He's the one that got the Civil War started. It was him, his conjuring between Iron Man and planting seeds and trying to take over the world. It was him that got that started. And I guess they're just going to pick up with what happens after the Black Panther basically captured his ass and he wanted those good guys to tear themselves apart. If you could remember that story, that line that Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa said to him, you want them to tear each other apart. And so I'm assuming maybe he breaks out of jail, whatever happens. It's going to be interesting. Guys, just have faith in Marvel. I'm with you, Larry, but the reason we all felt like we wanted more in the WandaVision story was because Marvel kept planting Easter eggs in it. I love E-Man. I don't give a damn what E-Man say. He's a great reviewer, but on that one, to some degree, well, I can't even say that because he did agree with me. You can't put whole scripts in the story and then get mad when you let the fans down, like them teasing bringing in the engineer. You put that in 3 episodes. You can't get mad if we don't see it. But like E-Man did say, if you put in a milk carton and then you put in an evil person on the milk carton that's in the comics and he don't show up, that's different. And I agree with that. But you kept leading up to there was more to the story. The rabbit could be a demon. All this other stuff that you didn't pay out that you put in there. So hopefully if they do that with Falcon and Winter Soldier, they'll pay it off. And I think they will. And
we're going to see Agnes again. So maybe some of the stuff that we were thinking about, like with Mr. Scratchy or whatever his name is, maybe some of that stuff will pay out either in a later series or a movie.
Yeah, I hope so. But I mean, Larry, these pictures of this, man, it looks good to me, man. It looks good.
I'm interested to see. Are we gonna get an episode that puts Winter Soldier up there and puts Bucky back having to face Hydra again, and because dude's got PTSD. So,
well, I mean, Zemo is the one who had the book that read the code that unlocks that Hydra part in Bucky. That's gonna happen. Know that's going to happen. And what is Anthony Mackie going to do to get him back in line? So I'm interested, man. So